If you're a book lover, then you know the absolute joy of a full bookshelf. But you probably also know the kind of chaos that can come with it. Today, we're going to explore a simple, really elegant way to bring your personal library into the digital age. And hey, it might even change how you think about owning books altogether. So, let's dive in. Just think about it for a second. That one book you were so sure was on the top shelf, or maybe the one you lent to a friend and now it's just vanished. It's a super frustrating feeling, and I think we all know it a little too well. And that's just one piece of what you could call the book lover's dilemma. We've all been there, right? You accidentally buy a duplicate of a book you already own. You spend what feels like an eternity searching for a title you know is in the house somewhere. You're racking your brain trying to remember who borrowed your favorite novel 6 months ago. And you look at all these amazing stories just sitting on your shelves for years, unread and unshared. It's organized clutter, at best. But what if we kind of shift our perspective? This quote, I think, really gets to the heart of it. Books aren't just objects we collect and display. They're meant to be read, to be experienced, and to be passed on. They're meant to be a living, breathing part of our lives, not just monuments on a shelf. And the good news is, there is a way to turn that static collection back into a dynamic, living library. There's a way to solve the chaos and to really reconnect with the books you own. So that solution is called BookShelf. At its core, it's a free web app designed to do three things, and do them really well. Help you digitize your entire book collection, organize it so you always know what you have and where it is, and, this is the big one, share it with others. Okay, so let's start with organization. How does BookShelf actually bring order to the maybe hundreds of books you have sitting at home? Well, it starts with a really simple three-step process. First, you add a book. You just enter its ISBN, that number on the back, and boom, all the details like the cover, author, and page count just pop up automatically. Second, you assign it a location. Is it on the living room shelf, in your backpack, or did you lend it to Sarah? Now you know. And third, you update its status as you read it. Simple. And you can get incredibly detailed with this. You can create a whole system of custom locations: room, shelf, box, whatever works for you. You can track if a book is read, currently being read, unread, or even one you've abandoned. You can give it your own personal rating, and over time, you can even view your own reading statistics. It's your entire reading life, finally organized. But organizing is only half the story. This is where BookShelf helps you make that huge shift from being just a book accumulator to a book connector. It turns your personal organization tool into a bridge for an entire community. The philosophy here is it's so powerful. That book that's been sitting on your shelf could be the exact story someone nearby is looking for. It could be the one that changes their whole perspective, or maybe just makes their day. But that connection can only happen if we have a way to make our libraries visible to each other. And here's how it works. You can mark any book in your digital library as available to lend, sell, or trade. Other users can then see it and send you a request. And you're always free to accept or decline. No pressure. On the main page, you can discover all the books shared by the community, and you can filter them by author, publisher, or how they're being shared. If you see something you're interested in, you can contact the owner directly and make that connection. So finally, let's talk about the vision behind the whole platform, because it's not just about what BookShelf does, but how it does it. And that's what really sets it apart. In a world where most free apps are making money off of you, BookShelf is built on a foundation of trust. There are no ads. There is no third-party tracking. The platform's stance is simple. Your data is yours, period. It is not the product. And get this, it's all been built from the ground up by a single developer, which just speaks volumes about the passion behind the project. That passion also extends to making it accessible for everyone. The interface is already available in 4 different languages: Turkish, English, German, and French, with the goal of connecting book lovers across borders. And the project isn't standing still either. Right now, it's a fully functional web app, but coming soon are dedicated iOS and Android apps. After that, more advanced search features, and then eventually, functionality for book clubs and groups. This is a project that's really growing with its community. It all comes back to this: a clear, simple mission that drives every single feature we've just talked about. The entire goal is to create those connections, to get the right book into the right hands at the right time. So I'll just leave you with this thought. The perfect book for you might not be in a store or a public library. It might be just a few doors down, sitting on a neighbor's shelf, just waiting to be discovered. What story is out there waiting for you?